Well, I'm back already. Monday morning. I'm glad to say I felt good enough to get up this morning, like usual, because like I said in my last video, I do not like being sick. It is the 18th of April, and I'm not 100%, obviously. When you get a cold or anything else, it has to work its way through. I feel a whole lot better today, but I'm still not 100%. Thanks for your well wishes, folks. Thank you very much. Thanks for being there. Yes, I got my potassium. Of course I do vitamin C. Of course I do. Look at how old I am, you know. I ain't dumb. And thankfully, yesterday I felt so shitty. I made coffee, tried to drink some, had to pour it out. Just felt so shitty, you know. So, I do appreciate hearing from folks, and folks are telling a bit of their story. And it's nice. I don't have to respond. You know, I can read it. I don't have to respond. And I'll say this much, since it's not stopping. I will not respond to you on Messenger. And in email, if you're trying to buy something, that's one thing. But trying to start a conversation in email, no. Instagram, I'll give you a heart, another emoji. I may respond, but Instagram is like where I find it least annoying. Because I hear from a lot of people. I do. So what's going on today? Because I just woke up and I've just been in bed since I last made the video. Ain't played no records. One of the things that I wanted to talk about that I forgot in the last video was how this weekend, the one thing I had been doing on Saturday in particular, is Friday and Saturday, is watching Coachella. Coachella is a big event, and I'm always curious to see how it goes. And Coachella is true to what it says it's about. It's about new acts. It's about now. And I just really noticed how there were really no old folks acts at all. You know, I'll call us that. No The Cure, no New Order, no Neil Youngs, nobody like that. Danny Elfman was the only person from an older generation that I remember seeing of note. Beck came out, but he's young. And overall, what I experienced was a lot of flashy entertainment and very little substantive music. Now, I saw some bands where there's African music being played and Hispanic music being played by bands with horns and stuff. And I appreciate these musicians in that they get a chance to play, and that the power of the dollar is allowing more African and Hispanic elements into the mainstream. But I didn't hear hardly any music that was of interest. I heard entertainment. And to be honest, the most interesting backing tracks I heard out of all the people I watched were Carolyn Polachek. She was in Chairlift. And of all people, Billie Eilish, her tracks. You know, I'd be listening to people, so don't start and say, what about? You can, but it's like, I didn't check them out. I know what I like. Okay, so since I haven't played any records, I will I'll do some polls. People asked about some artists, and I have those artists. If they come up, they come up. Let's go over here again because this is like almost like it's like it's right in front of me, but I don't even look at it. And look what I pulled. Look what I pulled. U2. Don't have much U2, but when they first came out, I really liked U2. And I still have the first album, Boy. My band Digital Sex, we covered U2 before they were big. New Year's Day and I Will Follow. I loved playing those. Electric Co. We tried to play that one too, but it didn't stay. It's a 12-inch single of Even Better Than the Real Thing. I still have this album on CD. And I like it. I like it. But the other album that got pulled is UZEB, Between the Lines. They were kind of stuck together. UZEB is a jazz rock sort of affair. Now I'm looking here because I keep this. I'm going to play this today because I've been underwhelmed over the overall when I play this album, but it has enough elements of what I like that I keep it. You know, the name of the band, UZEB, when I first saw it, it just made me think of Zool, and there really is nothing Zool about this. But it stays, okay? So yeah, how about that? Yeah, I got YouTube in my tube. Yeah, feeling better. Back over here onto the next. What did I get? Here's something that I bought used during COVID and been needing some of his records. Jasper Van Toff with George Grunz, Fairytale. That's a bizarre cover. That's all I have to say. It's just a bizarre illustration. Van Toff is a keyboardist who I'm familiar with from his work with some of the greats in European jazz. And several of them are on this album. Everyone from Malcolm Griffiths to Ken Dryden, Tony Oxley's on here. And this is a concept album. So all the pieces kind of intertwine. It's good. Excuse me. It is good. Strange cover. Not sure who I would compare it to sound-wise. If you know the work of Volker Kriegel, that's a touch point perhaps, stylistically for Jasper Van Toff. I think he was also with Toto Blanc in Association PC. That's a wild band. This doesn't sound like that. But yeah, some more references. Let's go over here. Yeah, I caught where you said Cybix or Cybix, however you say your name, that you were pretty sick. I'm glad you're feeling better. And I kind of, like I said, I know, but dang it, I just pulled from a pretty typical spot. Prince and the Revolution. Yeah, I do have a Prince collection. You know, I don't have a dedicated Prince collection. That would be insane. But I have a lot of his stuff. Glad I got to see him live 4 times. Controversy Tour, 1999 tour, and then 2 others after that. Tried to get backstage during the 1999 tour. I've told that story. Prince live was incredible every time. Not just entertainment-wise, but musically. The brother could throw down. Let's go over here again and try to get something that's not obvious. And again, I'm not looking, so I don't know what I'm going to get. So what did I get? Popol Vuh, Affenstunde. This is their very first album. This is an original copy. And Craig, you're watching. You reminded me that I bought this from you. For the longest, I thought I bought it from Brian Woolery. I don't know why. It just seems like I bought it from Brian Woolery. But you say I bought it from you. Anyway, this is spiritual, calm, not relaxing. You could say that, but that's not the effect. It's more spiritual is the word. It's calming and kind of, if you really listen to the music, it puts you in a contemplative mood. It does. That's what I find. I love this album. Love it. Affenstunde, Popol Vuh. And I recently got the Volume 2 box set of their stuff. I'd like to get the Volume 1, although I have most of the albums in Volume 1. This music deserves to be heard by a wider audience. I'm very happy to be sharing my love of various musics with you, as opposed to just being someone who's just showing you the same stuff everybody shows. That's not a put down. That's just, I like the fact that I'm not typical. Yeah, I like that, you know. I got some YouTube, I got some Bob Dylan, but I got a whole lot of other shit. I got some Redman. You do? I just bought the Robert Glasper. So, you know, it's my life, my years, my sensibility I'm sharing with you. No one else has anything to say about this collection. Not a one of you. Notice my smile, because it's true. Okay, let's go back here. And with the shift, let's see. When I go back here, back right where I'm at here, it was, well, no, I don't remember. Feels like I'm going to know what this is. Ooh, Sonny Sharrock, Monkey-Pockie-Boo. You guys know about Sonny Sharrock? You guys know about this, again, basically a pioneer of free jazz guitar, and also an unwavering vision of how he wanted to express himself. And it's intense. It's not always an easy walk. He also features, at the time, I think it was his wife, on vocals quite a bit. And she is like a Yoko Ono at times, where it's like it's very primal, and it's like I almost can't take this. It's just too intense. And that's why this stuff is so important. Sonny Sharrock, Monkey-Pockie-Boo. Amazing guitarist. I was so happy to see him included in that Summer of Soul, the Harlem concert that he played. I thought this is right. You got everybody from the Staple Singers to Sly to Sonny Sharrock, Friends of Distinction. That's amazing. And they're talking about trying to do a new version of it next year. We'll see what happens. Okay. I'm going to do one more, and then I need to jump into this vitamin C. Okay. Straight back. So we know all this stuff here. Well, we don't. There's all kinds of stuff hidden in here. And let me just go ahead and do this for someone. Because someone asked me about this. And there it is. And when I showed the American Kaleidoscope, here's the English Kaleidoscope with their album Tangerine Dream. It's a reissue. It's a good album. So I'll go ahead and show this. This is next to Kaleidoscope. Here's another, this is a bootleg because you can't find, it's very hard to find originals of this. CAC. Not psychedelic, but look at the way it's presented. This is more, I don't know, California sound to me. It's really good though. Interestingly to me, whenever I play this, it's like, this is just shy of Buffalo Springfield or Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young. Why didn't this pop through? I guess that's why it's so collectible now. It really is a very good album. Very good. Okay, folks. It's Monday. Glad I'm feeling better. I have that gig on Thursday with David Nance Band opening up for Fuzz. Really looking forward to it. I haven't played hardly any shows. And I like playing a big stage, and we're playing on the main stage at Slowdown. I just like to do that. That's the other thing I was thinking is that, my sell-by date for the mainstream in a lot of ways is over. I'm not young, and I already had an opportunity to play Coachella, and it didn't happen. When I was in the band Sun Ambulance, when we were touring, we were offered Coachella by our label, and Joe, the leader of the band, didn't want to do it. I was so disappointed. But I could rock that big stage. I love an opportunity. Every time I've ever had a big stage, I've enjoyed it. But I could work that shit. Especially with what it's down to nowadays. It's just backing tracks, a couple musicians, or sometimes it's just a person with a turntable or a computer, and then the person walking around singing or talking. I got that. I could blow that up. I could make that very exciting. I'd still like an opportunity to do things like that. I would. Okay, people. Have a good day. Be well, and let me know how you're doing.